live. Welcome back to another edition of your Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Armstrong, here as always by my brother Tim. And today, we got a couple basketball games in the college ranks. So I think that it was they're like 2 games or something like that.
Or whatever.
Yeah, nothing crazy like that. And then we got a decent slate in the NHL. We get 5 games in the NBA. So we get a decent size slate for today. But before we get into today's games, today's slate, I need to grab out my book so we can recap what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong in the world of sports betting. So let me grab out my book because I'm totally prepared.
Good job.
Yeah. I ain't marking anything here either.
Shall I start?
No, I've got this. There we go. Found the page. All right. Last night would have been really nice if I stayed away from the NBA. I went 0-2 in the NBA. Thunder don't cover. They lose by 9. I had the +5, and the Spurs put up 130 points. I had their team total under 123, so 0-2 in the NBA. In the NHL, I went 5-2. 5-2. My losers were the Anaheim and Arizona over 5.5. What?
I'll listen to it real quick. Go ahead, keep going.
All right. I didn't mean to mute myself there. Need to make sure the. How about now? That may be a little bit better. Is it?
I'm gonna unplug and plug this back in real quick.
Okay.
Try it again.
Test. Hopefully that sounds better. You guys can let us know in the chat if that sounds better. But yeah, yesterday went 5-2 in the NHL. Losers with New York and New York over 5.5, and with Arizona, Anaheim over 5.5. Both those games had shutouts in them. The Islanders win 3-0. And on the other game, Anaheim did their job. They got me 5 goals. I needed 1 from Arizona. Nada. Frustrating result there. I did win 5 plays last night. The over 6 in Buffalo and Nashville, quite the sweat. I cashed that by the end of the first period. Tampa Bay puck line, that one hit as well. They win 5-2 over the Blackhawks. St. Louis Edmonton over 6.5. That one cashes in the second period, I believe. Nice and easy one there. And the Vegas Golden Knights team total over 3.5 hits, never in doubt. And same with the Vegas Seattle over 6, never in doubt. Didn't need a BS goal from Seattle at the end, and then that led to another empty netter to hit the over. So yeah, nice day yesterday. 5-2 overall in the NHL, up 2.9 units, if I'm doing math right in my head. So I didn't write it down. So overall, a nice day for me yesterday. What about you, Tim?
I continue to stay hot in the NBA. And it was another 2-0 day. Looking at it, did anybody else see the Clippers putting up 153 points last night? Can you put your hand down? How about a Robert Covington night? I think he put up 41. Yeah, very, very, very predictive there. Now, but I did have the Clippers plus 8.5, and I had them on the money line at plus 280. They were up by 11 at halftime, and then 26 at the end of the third. No sweat there. Nice and easy winner. And it was always the Pelicans. I didn't care that LeBron was back. I didn't care that AD was back. Pelicans get the job done. They win by 3 versus the Lakers. That was a back-and-forth game, but it was always the Pelicans. Nice 2-0 night for me. The only things that I kind of lost were me throwing some money at Nikola Jokic triple-double, which the Nuggets put up 130 points. He didn't get it. He got like 38 points, 19 rebounds, and 8 assists. So I missed it by 2 assists. But what more can you have done? At this point, you need some of the other guys to really start stepping up and defense was optional in that game, and it just didn't happen. So missed on that one, and then I did have a little bit of a sprinkle on Nikola Jokic first basket and Nuggets money line. He got the first basket, didn't get the money line, but it's all right. On the site 2-0, Nick went 3-1 in the NHL, so a 5-1 night on the site. And then NBA continues to stay hot for me. I'm 41-20 my last 30 days in the NBA, up 19.5 units. So ready to get into it. We got both the plays up on the site for the college basketball. We'll be going over them in a minute. And got some NBA action, get some NHL action. We're ready to go.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and say hi up to the chat. What's up, guys? What's up, Donald Wallace? Yeah, we try to. Can you hear me now? Yes, EJs, we can hear you. You're good. You're good. You guys are good now. Appreciate that. Good morning, awesome people. Good morning, Rat. How you doing? Should we go ahead and start it off a little bit differently today?
Yeah, we're gonna talk some college basketball here, Tim. We get these two Final Four matchups, and as it should be, we get the Blue Bloods. We're going to kick it on off here, the Villanova Wildcats and the Kansas Jayhawks. In this one here, Jayhawks are 4-point favorites, total of 133 in this game. I can tackle the Villanova. I'll let you tackle the other game.
That works.
Yeah, for this one, we had this game power ranked, I think, around 1.5. So we see value here with the Villanova Wildcats. I took them here plus 4.5, and I took the plus 160. I think that this is a spot here where people are going to overreact a little bit over the injury to Villanova. Yes, I know it's one of their leading scorers, but they're going to be fine. This is a team that has depth. This is a team that they still have most of their players, and they'll be fine. 4, I think, is way too many points for either Final Four game. So yeah, we're gonna ride here at the 6 o'clock game, which we'll be starting our stream around 6 o'clock today for the Final Four watch along. If you guys want to hang out with us there, let us know. But yeah, we're gonna be rocking with the Wildcats of Villanova plus the 4.5 in the first one there, and sprinkling on the money line as well.
Yeah, I feel like with this one, and this will work for a total too. The total is 133. If you like Kansas, you're going over. If you like Nova, you're going under. Villanova's kind of try to slow down the pace as much as they possibly can, because the less possessions that Kansas have, the less chance they have at points, and they think they could out-defense them, which is fair. Connor Gillespie's got to have a big game. So, yeah. I think that this game comes down to the last second. So, whenever we can get more than a possession in a game that's going to be close, we're going to ride with that. But we got one more other game. And I think this one is a slightly big game. I don't know. Nick?
Yeah, this I have a feeling this game on some people's radar is pretty decent, actually. We have the Tar Heels of North Carolina. They're taking on the Blue Devils of Duke. Duke is 4-point favorites in this game, total of 152. These teams are pretty familiar with each other. It's going to be interesting.
Yes, it should. We're going to hope for balance. Because with Coach K's career, this will be his 100th game against North Carolina. He is 50-49. I think in 50-50 sounds good after this game. We're grabbing the heels. Grabbing +4, sprinkle the money line. This game's going to be close. And I feel like this one's going to be a high-scoring game too. Because these two teams have played twice already this year, and both games whenever these two teams play, it's always a big game, and they are always getting high scoring. Oh, both of them got over the 150, so I feel like this one's going to be back and forth. First one to 80 points, 82 points wins, and I feel like the Tar Heels are live dog. I think any team today can win, obviously, but I feel like both underdogs are live. So what we did was we did Nova plus the points and the money line, North Carolina plus the points and the money line. If one of them wins straight up, I'm profitable today. And that in college basketball, and that's all that matters. Hopefully it's the Tar Heels, but if either underdog wins and covers, obviously if they win, they cover, but it will be a profitable day in college basketball. I do like the over as well in this game. I don't think it's too high. I think that's about right.
And I did just throw a little bit of a five. This is only a $5 bet just to mess around with this one here. North Carolina, Duke. Will there be overtime? Yes, plus 800.
That's fair. It's only 800 now?
Yeah, it's 800. On my book, it is.
Mike Glennon. Okay. 151.5 is too high for UNC Duke is too high for me. No, it's not. This one's getting into the 160s. Let's be honest. We've seen this. We've seen this show and dance before. Race to 15 or 20. Whoever you do, grab North Carolina, and yeah, I think you can get a race to 15 or 20. Do it with both dogs. The Villanova one might take a little bit longer, but do it with both dogs.
Yeah.
All right, Nick. How about some NBA? We only got 5 NBA games today. I only have one play, so.
Yeah, we're going to kick it on off here. And for the record, I did not handicap the NBA, and I don't plan on it for a little bit.
That's fair.
Charlotte Hornets are at the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers are 5.5-point home favorites. Total 226.5. Where are you looking?
This is my only play of the day. I'm taking the Hornets. They've been hot lately. They're 8-2 their last 10, 7-3 against the spread. I grabbed them plus 5.5, and I grabbed them at plus 190 or 195 or something on the money line. I think there's a good spot for them. Charlotte's kind of already clinched themselves a spot into the play-ins, which is a little bit concerning. Granted, they are currently sitting tied with Brooklyn for 8th. Oh, all of them are tied for 8, 9, and 10 between Brooklyn, Charlotte, and Atlanta. So Charlotte's going to care. That's the big thing. Because Charlotte would love to go ahead and move up to that 8th spot and not have to worry about playing an extra game. So I'm all right with going after Charlotte. I think they play hard in this game. What we've seen for Miami, Milwaukee, Boston, Philadelphia, they're all trying to avoid that 1-2 spot. So right now, Philadelphia, Boston, they're exactly where they want to be in that 3 to 4 spot. Because playing Brooklyn in the first round is going to be quite difficult. So I don't see Philadelphia going crazy to win this game just because I feel like they want to stay where they're at. Maybe they might want to move up a slight bit to 3. But I don't know if they would actually – the thing is it's very tricky with placement right now. But Charlotte's going to come out a little bit more motivated than Philadelphia. I'm taking Charlotte plus the points. Charlotte's healthy. Embiid's a clown. Hornets plus the points in the money line.
Sounds good. Embiid's a clown.
I took the OT bet as well. There you go. Low ball over. Yeah, whatever you got for him over. I think he'll have a big game. I think Mikal Bridges will have a big game as well. Let's roll.
Cleveland Cavaliers are at the New York Knicks. The Knicks are 1.5-point home favorites. Total 219. We're looking at the Knicks as a favorite here.
No, I am not. I am not interested in this game at all. Julius Randle's going to be out for the Knicks. Keep in mind the Knicks have been mathematically eliminated from playoff or play-ins too. Mobley and Jared Allen are both out as well for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I feel like this is a kind of like a trappy spot. I don't want to go after anything in this game. Maybe an under. But this Knicks team has been very confusing to me. And this Cavs team, I really – they've made me some money this year. So I don't want this one's a pass. I couldn't really do much with this game.
Totally fair.
Good morning, guys. What do you guys think about the total for the Charlotte Hornet game? It's at 226. Well, I like Charlotte, so that means I probably like the over. Because I think Charlotte will end up scoring some points. But maybe a lean towards over, but I don't know. What up, my guys? Let's get us cash and hit the like button, people. So some appreciation, subscribe, and share. Let's get it. Do you think the Devils went outright tonight?
Very live. Very, very. Which Devils? The New Jersey Devils or the Blue Devils?
New Jersey Devils.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're very live today.
There you go. Let's keep rolling, man.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets are at the Atlanta Hawks in this next one here. The Nets are 2-point road favorites, a total of 242 in this game. Where are you looking?
This is a big game. These two teams are tied for the 8, 9, 10 spot with Charlotte. These are the two teams that are tied with Charlotte. It would be a lean towards Atlanta. Atlanta's been playing pretty strong lately. Trae Young's a little bit beat up, but he's going to play today. Atlanta's 7-3 the last 10, 6-4 against the spread, 6-4 for Brooklyn, not covering as much at 4-6, but as a 2-point spread, I don't really think that matters as much. No Bruce Brown for the Nets either tonight, so that might have a little bit of a depth issue. The total is all the way up at 242, and I understand why. Atlanta doesn't play much defense, and Brooklyn hasn't either. I can see this one being a high-scoring game down to the end, so maybe I'll lean towards the over, lean towards Atlanta, but this is a big game because one of these teams is going to drop into that 9-10 game and if Charlotte wins the game back of both of them, and the other one could put themselves in a nice position to try to get to that 7-8 game instead of the 9-10. So this is definitely a big game. Definitely have some playoff atmosphere to it. Lean Atlanta at home.
Sounds good.
Because I parlayed Florida money line with Chelsea money line / Manchester money line.
Okay. Yeah, you parlayed. That's why he was asking about the Devils.
Fair enough. Young hurt. He's probable with a groin injury, so he's a little bit beat up, but he's good. He's gonna play. Let's keep rolling.
Miami Heat are at the Chicago Bulls in this next one here. The Heat are 2-point road favorites in this game. Total of 216 for this spot, Tim.
These two teams have not been playing all that well lately. 4-6 their last 10, same record against the spread for the Chicago Bulls. 5-5 for the Miami Heat. 3-7 their last 10. It'd be a lean towards the Heat in this game just because the Bulls have just been, I don't know, they've been just bad lately. They've been in kind of a free fall. Miami's kind of already clinched that clinched a playoff spot. They're currently sitting in the 1 spot. I don't know if they want to be there necessarily. That might not be a good thing for them. The Bulls are currently sitting in the 5 spot, tied with Toronto. So that could be a tricky spot as well. I really don't know what we're going to get out of this game. This is why low volume for the next week and a half is going to be important. Because some of these teams, you don't know where their motivation is. Because Miami's already in that 1 spot. Do they want to keep that 1 spot? Do they want to start dropping to a 3 spot? Like, what's going to go on with them? And this is Chicago Bulls. Are they going to do anything? So I'm not going to go after this game. I'm going to be passing on this one. It would be a lean towards Miami, but I'm not really interested in this one.
Fair enough.
Suppness. All right. Final NBA game of the day, Nick.
Yeah, the Utah Jazz are at the Golden State Warriors in this one here. The Jazz 2-point road favorites, total 217.5. Where are you looking?
Well, Curry is still out, but I don't know if that really has that big of an impact at this point. Looking at the standings, the Utah Jazz are currently a half a game ahead of the Nuggets for the 6th spot. They are a game and a half back of the Dallas Mavericks for the 4th spot. Golden State is only 2 games ahead of Utah, which the difference between 3 and 6 is 2.5 games. So it's very close, and I could see it getting closer tonight. It would be a lean towards Utah, especially. The thing is, Golden State's not as good, not even close to as good without Curry. Obviously, they need him in order to do anything. They've kind of showed it. Draymond has been playing a little bit better, and that's helped. But I feel like this is a Utah spot to try to get closer in the standings. This would be interesting down the stretch if Utah wins tonight, and then the difference between 3 and 6 will end up being 2 games. Easy swings. So Utah. I think Utah would be the play in this one, but my only play today will be the Hornets plus the points.
Fair enough.
Red Sox and Yankees winning today. What are the lines on those? Yankees minus 205. Red Sox minus 205. Doesn't take a genius to say that one. Jazz is bad, but they better bad. They're Jazz are a big question mark. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go ahead over to the world of the NHL for Nick, where the Florida Panthers are minus 210 road favorites in New Jersey, taking on the Devils. Total of 7 in this game. Starting off, Nick, what are you liking?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not looking at the total there. I don't touch 7s unless I'm betting an under, and I kind of lean towards an over in that spot though. So I have the New Jersey Devils team total over 2.5, and the Devils puck line plus 1.5 at minus 145. I see the Devils at least keeping this game close. I expect them to be fully motivated and fully focused for this matchup here. This is a brunch game. I don't know Florida's record during brunch games or whatever during day games, but during day games, I generally like to lean towards underdogs, and I think this is a very live underdog in this spot. I think that the Devils could very well come out and win this game. They should be motivated considering what they did in their last game. Not sugarcoating it, they got the crap beaten out of them. They lost 8-1 to the Boston Bruins. So I expect a bounce-back game here for the New Jersey Devils after getting absolutely humiliated. So I'm going to take the Devils plus 1.5, and I'm going to take their team total over 2.5. I think they get some goals here against a Florida team that does give up goals. They've given up at least 3 and 4 of their last 5, 4 of their last 6, and the only 2 they didn't give up were shutouts, and 7 of their last 10. I think that this Devils team, at the very least, can score some goals today. So I'm going to take their team total over 2.5 in this spot and the plus 1.5.
There you go. A little bit of Devils action on that one. Pittsburgh Penguins are in Colorado taking on the Avalanche. Minus 150 are the Avalanche. Total is 6.
Yeah, I got the Avalanche at 145 in this matchup here. I still think they're the better overall team. They're coming into this game playing better hockey overall. They've won 7 of their last 9 expected goal battles. They've won 7 of their last 9 games. They're coming in playing pretty well. They've put up at least 3 expected goals in 6 of their last 8 games. They're limiting their opponents as well. 6 of their last 9, they've allowed less than 3 expected goals. And on the other side, Pittsburgh coming in, they've actually lost 3 of their last 4 expected goal battles. They've given up at least 3.5 expected goals in 3 straight games against Minnesota, New York, Rangers, and the Detroit Red Wings. They are coming in losing 3 of their last 5 as well. They're coming in off of a shootout win in a back-and-forth game against the Minnesota Wild. I like the Avalanche in this spot. I know Pittsburgh at a plus money price tag could be very intriguing. I think Colorado is the better team in this spot, and I think they take care of business in this one.
There you go. Minus 150, a little bit chalky, but
I got 145, but yeah.
There you go. You are a genius. Okay, at least you know you're a genius. There you go. The Columbus Blue Jackets are in Boston taking on the Bruins. Bruins a slight minus 350 favorite, total 6.5. More chalk?
Yeah, this is the time of year where you're just going to have to lay some chalk, and that's exactly what I did in this one as well. I got it at minus 130. I got the Boston Bruins on the puck line. This is the Boston Bruins team that's won 8 of their last 10 games. They've won 7 of their last 10 expected goal battles. They put up at least 3 goals in 8 of their last 10 games. They've put up at least 3 expected goals in 6 of their last 9. They're preventing teams 7 of the last 10. They've given up less than 3 expected goals. And we have a Columbus team coming in, losing home series against the Islanders. They've lost 5 straight games. They've lost 6 of their last 7. They've given up at least 3 goals in 7 straight games. This is a team that's been struggling as of late. Yeah, give me the Boston Bruins here on the puck line to take care of business. I really like this Bruins team, and they're going to be a team I'm going to be backing down the stretch of the season. So, yeah, give me the Bruins on the puck line in this spot. It's minus 130. I think that's a fair price, considering that actually it's now up to minus 150. So I did beat a little bit. I did get a little CLV in that one there. But yeah, I think this is a spot here where the Bruins take care of business.
Sounds good. The clown player props over 37 points and assists. I mean, if you think so, I mean, if you think it's going to go over, probably. Embiid's probably going to run the show for Philadelphia because Harden is garbage too. So, sure, but I'm not betting anything with that clown. Los Angeles Kings are at Winnipeg taking on the Jets. Jets a slight 125 favorite, total of 6. Are you rolling in this one?
We won't roll a chalk in this one. I like the Kings in this spot. I got them at my plus 105. They're around plus 110 now, so I expected this to be more of a pick 'em. The Kings have been playing pretty well as of late. I faded them last game, stupidly. This is a team I've been backing most of the season, and I don't know why I jumped off yesterday. They've won 5 of their last 6 expected goal battles. They've scored at least 3 goals in 5 of their last 6 games. And on the other side, Winnipeg struggled defensively recently. They've given up at least 3 expected goals in 8 of their last 9 games. And they've given up at least 3 goals in 7 of their last 10. So I also went with the team total over 2.5 at minus 135 with the LA Kings as well. I think this is a spot here where they can win this game straight up. Something like a 3-2, 4-3 type of game. I think the Kings win this game.
There you go. Keep on rolling through these games, Nick. The Wild of Minnesota are heading to Carolina to take on the Canes. Canes are minus 160, total of 6. Where are you going?
Yeah, similar to the LA Kings, the Carolina Hurricanes have been another team that's made me money this year. They've won their expected goal battles in 8 of their last 10 games, so they are the better team in most of their games. This Carolina Hurricanes team is going to be deadly come playoff time. They've won 3 of their last 4 games, and those 3 wins were by 4, 5, and 5 goals. Their only loss was an overtime loss where they got a Charmin Ultra Soft penalty called against them against Tampa Bay, and they lose that game 4-3 in overtime. So this is a Hurricanes team that's been playing better as of late. I called this after that Tampa Bay, or after the Ranger game when they lost 2-0, that this team was going to go on a run here because they were putting up expected goals. They were putting up at least 3 in 8 of their last 10 games. So this is a team I was expecting some positive regression when they were going through that funk, and now is when we're finally seeing this here. And on the other side, we have the Minnesota Wild. They are coming in. This is their first game of a road trip. They just had an 8-game road trip, or a 7 or 8 game homestand. 8-game, my bad. They went 7 in one of those games. They just lost in overtime to Pittsburgh in that last game. But now they hit the road, and they're going to be playing a much tougher schedule. They did play Pittsburgh and Colorado during that homestand, and Boston to open it. And other than that, their competition was not very strong. Chicago, a beat-up Vegas team, Vancouver, Columbus, Philly. So I need to see what they can do on the road against playoff caliber teams. This Minnesota Wild is a great home team. They're a great home team. They don't do as well on the road. I'm going to look to take Carolina in this spot, minus 160. I took the red line at minus 105 instead. I think this is a spot where Carolina should take care of business in this one here. Give me the Canes red line, minus 105 in this spot.
There you go. Over Phillies / Blue Jays. I'm not sure about this Phillies team. I'm home biased though. Well, it was looking a little bit better. Who's supposed to be the starting pitcher for Philly today? It's now Andrew Bellini, which is concerning.
And this is why we have listed pitchers in the regular season.
Yeah, because it was somebody. It was supposed to. Damn it! Who was it supposed
Aaron
to be?
Nola?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember who it was supposed to be. But I grabbed the Phillies today because it was a different pitcher that was supposed to start for the Phillies, and I guess he got scratched. I don't remember who it was supposed to be. I'll figure it out. And yeah, I would lean towards the over. Yes, I like the Phillies in that matchup. It's spring training. Yes, I know, and I've been making money in spring training. All right, Nick, we'll let you look at this game where the Montreal Canadiens are in Tampa Bay taking on the Lightning. Lightning 300 favorites, total of 6.5.
Yeah. By the way, what's the pitcher supposed to be like? Aaronola,
No.
Zach Wheeler.
Wheeler, thank you.
I was gonna say either Ranger Suarez, Zach Eflin, or Kyle Gibson as well.
Wheeler. It was supposed to be Wheeler, and it got switched.
Okay.
And I bet it when Wheeler was supposed to be pitching.
Fair enough. But the next game here, we have the Lightning coming in. This is the second half of a back-to-back for the Lightning as well. But this is a Canadiens team that I'm expecting to kind of like slow down a little bit here. This could be Brian Elliott in net, so but I don't think Brian Elliott's that bad. We saw last time he was in net, he only gave up one goal. Granted, it was the Detroit Red Wings. I ended up grabbing the Tampa Bay Lightning here on the puck line. This line has actually dropped, unfortunately. I got it at 130. It's now 115. I like the Lightning to take care of business in this one. I think this could be a 4-1 type of game where they continue to move up in these Atlantic standings, and I would look towards maybe the Lightning winning that division. To be completely honest, they're 6 points behind Florida, but you could probably get a decent price on them. I kind of want to see futures. Let's see. Do we have to win the? They're unavailable this time. Cool. Let's see on my other book. Do they have futures here for the Atlantic division? No, they do not. Fantastic. I would look to take the Lightning to win the Atlantic division. So that could be interesting. But yeah, for me in this spot here, I hopped on the Lightning puck line at minus 130. Unfortunately, it's gone out to minus 115 now, so I could have gotten a better price. I should have waited because it was probably going to be Elliott net. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'll take the Lightning puck line still.
There you go. Made a lot of money in spring, so the time of the year don't matter much to me. Yeah, exactly. First inning? Yeah, why not? It's Bellini and Barrios now. When I bet it, it was Wheeler versus Barrios, so I'm a little bit annoyed about that one. But they only start for like 2 innings, 3 innings anyway, so it really does not matter. And I do like Philadelphia's lineup slightly better than Toronto's. I'm not as high on Toronto as everybody else is, but I think Toronto will be a good team. They'll be a solid second, maybe third place team in the East. Boston's going to win the East. The Toronto Maple Leafs are minus 290 in Philadelphia, taking on the Flyers. 6.5 is your total. Thoughts on this game, Nick?
Yeah, looking at this one, to be completely honest, I'm kind of tempted on these Flyers. Yeah, I was looking. I originally had the team total over for the Leafs written down, but that's a 4.5 at plus money. And I don't bet 4.5 when it comes to team totals in hockey. And when we look at this Toronto team, they're not the greatest defensive team. They've given up at least 3 goals in 4 of their last 6 games. Granted, they've kept their opponents under 3 expected goals in 5 straight. So that's, I think, eventually what just kept me off this completely. Philly has been scoring as of late, though. They put up at least 3 goals in 4 of their last 5 games. They've been giving up goals as well. I'd lean towards an over in this spot. This was one I just did not get to, though.
That's fair. You don't have to bet every game. Trust me, I don't anymore. The Blues are in Calgary taking on the Flames. 260 favorites are the Flames. 6.5 is your total. Thoughts on this game, Nick?
Yeah. We're getting a team coming in off of an overtime loss. Both teams coming off of an overtime loss. The Blues coming in off of that loss against the Edmonton Oilers last night. And we have the Calgary Flames coming in off of back-to-back losses. They lost in a shootout against the Kings in their last game. And I expect this to be a good game here, and I expect Calgary to come out ready to play and pissed off. So I'm actually going to go with the Calgary puck line in this game. We all know that going from Edmonton to Calgary is a spot here where it's tough to play those 2 teams back to back. It really is. And that's exactly what St. Louis is doing here. It is going to be Ville Husso in net, which does make me have a little bit of pause here. But I took the even money for the Calgary puck line in this spot. I think that this will be a game that they should take care of business, coming in off of back-to-back losses where they could have easily won both those games. So, yeah, I'm going to take Calgary on the puck line in that spot.
Yeah. Wild road stats are better than their home stats. That's weird. I was just doing the math for the records. 17, 13, and 3 on the road, which would be compared to 24, 7, and 2 at home. I don't know. I think that home record's slightly better. 58 and 5 total goals in the NHL today. In what is this? 9 games. So 9.
I didn't really look at the salami today. I guess I'll lean over because I have a couple team totals, but it is what it is.
So if the grand salami is 58.5 and there's 9 games, it's about 6.5 goals a game. So you have to have one game that goes like berserk today. Flames team total over.
Yeah, and I'm looking at he's talking about goals against plus power play and penalty. Goals against. I mean, you look. Okay, Carolina has the best home goals against in the NHL. I'm looking at your spreadsheet right now, Terry. And the Wild, they are really good at home goals for. Road goals for, they're lower. They average 0.67 goals for less on the road. When it comes to goals allowed, they are 18th in the league on the road. For goals allowed, they are 18. Okay, they're exactly the same, and they actually give up more goals on the road. All right. Penalty power play percentage on the road compared to home. They are trying to find the Wild here. Number 8 on the road for power play, and wow, they suck at home. With the power play though, but this team barely gets any power plays to begin with. So, and when you have a ton of penalties, yeah, okay. So there's special teams, which is what 10% of the game is better on the road than it is at home. But
Flames team total over.
Yeah, Flames team total.
Yeah, lots of goals today.
Yes.
There you go. All right, Nick. Final game.
Yeah.
The Dallas Stars are minus 150 taking on the Sharks. 5.5 is your total.
I lean towards the Stars money line here. This was a perfect example of the other day. Sometimes you gotta lay the chalk with the Stars rather than taking the right line or taking the puck line because they won in overtime as a minus 180 favorite. And I think that we could potentially see overtime in this game because the Stars love overtime. So I wouldn't talk you off of a draw. Actually, me and Occupancy the last 2 days have done stats on draws, and if you put $100 on every single draw the last 2 days, you're 4-12, but you're up $5. Yeah, the 4 you would have hit was plus 290, plus 320, plus 295, and plus 300. Not as profitable on the first period draws. You would be down 170. But yeah, this is a spot where you could see draws. You could see a draw in this game. And Dallas Stars are a team that does, and it tells you right there plus 285 for the draw, which those are not great odds. So yeah, I would lean towards the Stars on the money line in this spot. I don't trust the Sharks. That's about it.
There you go. I want to check one thing with this. I want to see what the latest is for it. Anyways, hashtag bestbarsupdogs. I'm trying to. Yes, they're getting close to the 3 days left for Final Four voting, and that was yesterday. So 2 days left. Hashtag bestbarsupdogs. On Twitter, help vote them into the finals of the best bar in America. They're going up against champ Penn State right now. So let's beat Penn State. Come on, go Pirates. Anyways, we'll do some housekeeping and handicapping, or housekeeping and recapping. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate the support. Check out all links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. All linked down below. Make sure you guys are checking out the Max Wagers Network. Higgs will be live today at 12. He's the only one that will be live today on the Max Wagers Network. Normally, Monday through Friday, you get Sean at noon, Allie at 1, Just Parleys at 2, Scott and Scott at 3, and then Game Time at 5. Those are Monday through Friday. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Max Wagers Network team. Soon it will go exclusively to the Max Wagers Network. So make sure you guys are subscribed to that channel. Some recapping for today. I took the Hornets plus 5.5 for the NBA, and I took the Phillies plus 155 in the MLB. I'll have a couple more spring training games, but there's like no lineups out right now, so I couldn't really do as much. I do one quick sweep through. Yeah, there's not as much. There's not as many lineups out right now. So start with the Philadelphia Phillies, and we'll go from there. Nick?
Yeah, for me, I'm running with the 2 underdogs today. Nova, money line and spread. UNC money line and spread. I'm on the Devils puck line plus 1.5, as well as the team total over. Colorado minus 145. Carolina reg minus 105. Tampa Bay puck line minus 130. Kings team total over 2.5 and minus 135. The Kings money line as well. Boston puck line and Calgary puck line to end the night.
There you go. You too, AJs. You do. Nick, let's go finish out the day for today.
Yeah, that's going to about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESB, which is every single morning anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. But that's going to just about do it for this one. We want to wrap it up for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck.